What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This week is Team of the Week 32 and I'm going to run you through our prediction for this week. As always, this video is brought to you by SAF GG and I'm your host, Harrison J. Hay. To hype you up for this week's prediction, we actually have two headliner cards and a one to watch, and one of those headliner cards being 95 rated. So let's get into this. Obviously going from the back to the front, we start with the keeper who is in the Premier League. He actually got 2 clean sheets this week, but we're going to specifically talk about the match against Wolves, and that is Nick Pope for Burnley. They won 1-0 against Wolves and they are now out of relegation zone. They pushed Everton into it. Obviously noting Pope did get the clean sheet and he also got an 8 rating on Sky Sports. Next up in the defense, we go with our first live card of the video, and this one is the one to watch. So there's only a few to go from. This one's actually a PSG player and a former Real Madrid player, and that is Sergio Ramos. His one to watch card does come in as a 90 rating. He actually got a goal for PSG in their 3-0 win against Angers earlier in the week, a midweek game. They obviously played over in the weekend where Messi got his long shot goal, which was actually crazy, and they secured the win and the title in the Ligue 1. But obviously heading back to Sergio Ramos, he got a goal, a 7.7 rating on Who Scored and a 7 rating on The Keep, which again is one of EA's reputable sources. Now we stay in the Ligue 1. We actually go over to Rene versus Laureate. Rene won 5-0 and they were all individual goal scorers, and one of their goal scorers was a defender, and as we usually say, defender scores goal, they should be in, and that is Hamari Traore, or as you guys may know him as the UEFA Conference League right back from the Ligue 1, obviously from Rene. He got a goal and a 7.9 rating on Who Scored and an 8 rating on L'Equipe. I remember using his card early on in FIFA, so this one's definitely going to be even better. Next up, we probably don't have one of the quickest right backs. I think he might be a centre back usually, but don't quote me on that. We go over to the La Liga. We have Villarreal who won 2-0 against Valencia, and we have Foyth, who I do actually believe was an ex-Spurs player, but again, don't quote me. 7.8 rating on Who Scored. He got an assist to Danjuma's brace, and obviously the clean sheet as well. Next up, we zoom back over to the Ligue 1 as we were just there a second ago, and we go to Saint Etienne 1 to Monaco 4. Monaco come away with the win. Obviously, we play Ben Yedder and Vollen getting goals, but we're actually going to speak about Fofana, who didn't get either a goal or an assist, but he got an 8 rating on the keep, as we noted earlier, one of EA's reputable sources, and we could see him getting in. We actually also gave him the featured star, so we should see him hopefully getting a featured team away. Hopefully they change it up for next year too, because it was a good idea and it hasn't really come to fruition. We leave the Ligue 1 for now. We actually head back over there shortly. We go to the Serie A for 2 games. The first one is Inter Milan versus Roma. They won 3-1, and Calahagnu came away with 2 assists and an 8.4 rating on Who Scored. He also came away with a 7.5 on Gazzetta. Obviously, Calahagnu has been playing well all year. He's actually had 2 Player of the Month, if you guys can remember. Class game all round for him, and we should see him slotting into the team of the week. We could potentially see Dumfries though. A few people are putting him in their prediction. Obviously, as we note, a defender getting a goal can be included, but we are including Calahagnu on this case. Dumfries is also one to watch, and we didn't want to include a 4th one. As I said, we move over to the second Serie A game, and we actually stay in Milan. We actually move over to AC Milan, my team, and we have Tonali coming away with a goal in their 2-1 victory against Lazio. We also got a 7.7 rating on Who Scored. Giroud came away with the other goal, but we are including Tonali for his goal against Lazio, who are a worthy opponent, away as well. And now onto our first headliners card. We actually have Liverpool versus Manchester United. I know, I'm sad. They won 4-0 and Salah came away with 2 goals and an assist, an 8.8 rating on Who Scored. With those 3 goal contributions, we should see Salah involved in this week's Team of the Week, but with Team of the Season being around the corner, you could see him getting a miss this week. He definitely should be involved in Team of the Season. You can see right here what his Team of the Season card should look like. And as mentioned, the second headliners card, moving back over to the Ligue 1, we have Payet from Marseille. They won 3-2 against Nantes. Payet actually had 2 penalty goals and an 8.5 match rating. He also got an 8 rating on the keep, and as mentioned, one of EA's reputable sources. Now, usually when a player gets a hat-trick, we call them a sure thing. Now, this player got 4 goals, and you guys should know who he is. He is Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City. They won 5-1 against Watford, and unfortunately, Foster didn't have a great day, or shall I say, he's just coming up against an in-form Manchester City. Gabriel Jesus got 4 goals, one being a penalty, which actually secured his hat-trick, and he also got an assist for the 5th goal, so he actually had all goal contributions for it. I mean, he didn't have to do much for the assist. Rodri literally, I think it was a half volleyed it straight into the top bins. What a finish. But yes, as I mentioned, Jesus should be seeing it, as he should be a sure thing for this week's Team of the Week. And coming up to the last card in our starting 11, and we go over to the Serie A again. We have Venezia versus Atalanta. Atalanta came away 3-1 victors away, where we see Muriel with a 9.8 rating on Who Scored, an 8 on Gazzetta with a goal and an assist. He actually had a shot off the bar as well, so he was pretty clinical during the game. It's always good to see Muriel getting special cards. We all remember him back in the day, one of those starter team beasts. A few other contenders for this week. We have Ocampos, Jollington, James Ward-Prowse, Nketiah, Awa, and that's just to mention a few. Thank you very much for watching again this video. This is another Team of the Week prediction. Obviously, we're heading into TOTS time, which is very, very exciting. So make sure you do like and subscribe for more content, and I will see you next week for next week's Team of the Week prediction. Take care, guys, and bye. Bye.